So it's time for my wife to upgrade her Pixel, I think it's a Pixel 3, to a Galaxy S24 phone. Now, for those of you that are paying at a store to get them to do this transfer for you, don't bother. As you can see, I haven't even touched this thing, so we'll do everything and you'll see how it goes. It's actually pretty easy and anybody can do this. Here's our nice shiny new phone, and you can see it's a Galaxy S24. Alright, so we'll just take this thing out and remove the screen protector and push the power button to see what we get. There's our initial power up, and we'll log into our local Wi-Fi network. Okay, so to transfer the SIM, it says to do that. And we'll just click on next. Scan the QR code. Okay, so I was assuming we could transfer the SIM to a digital SIM, but I noticed this thing does actually have a SIM card slot on the bottom. So we push that to eject. So we will put our SIM card in here to get this thing going. Now her provider did send her with a new SIM, so we're just going to pop that out and place that inside the tray. Now this does only fit one way if you've never done this before. They do sit in there pretty good. Okay, we got to restart. Get our SIM initialized. And we are going to do that from an Android and scan it with our old phone, it says. And just click on setup on our old phone. Now I'm doing this for my wife, so I do have to enter her PIN here. Now this might take a while, so we will get back to you once it's requiring some more user input. Just going to click on allow for all of those. Now we're going to use the cable that is provided to connect up our phones. Click on cable.
I found this on the web.
Now this should happen pretty quickly. And you can kind of say what it's going to give you some options to transfer over here. We're just going to click on everything. And you can read through and change any options. I'm just going to accept. We will also change this later on because this is not my phone, so we're going to skip that for now. Actually, no, we can't put a pin on. Put the same pin on that she had. I'll agree. Sure, just keep on agreeing. Next, continue to get this thing to go. Now we will sign in with Google here because I don't think my wife has a Samsung account. Continue. And allow. And agree. And still on the next. And we'll click on finish. Now this still says transferring, although it looks like I can, at this point, I can use this phone already. Another thing we can do while we're waiting for this to happen, for this transfer to complete, so if you swipe down and you see any Galaxy Store updates, we can go and get those updates as well. Just click on Update All. If you do want to see the progress the device is making as well, if you swipe down here, you can see the percentage. So it's about halfway down at this point. Optionally, if you want to see this in more detail, if you click on it, it'll open up the screen, and you can keep the screen on as well. And you can see when it's done. Click on Done. And we can disconnect the cable. All right, I get the data transfer complete here as well. And done. We are all set to go and to use our new phone. Any apps that we did have should all be transferred over, and I can see that they are. You'll notice too, I had it on the case, and that's just because of the protruding camera lenses. If you do have a case for your phone, I would say wait or hold off on putting that case on till this is done, because this thing is actually, it's quite warm with doing all the updates and getting it totally up to speed. Hopefully you found that video helpful. As you can see, there isn't a whole heck of a lot to it. Every phone is going to be a little bit different on how you do your transfer. Just follow the instructions on your new device and it'll guide you through step by step. There really isn't a whole heck of a lot to this. I haven't done a phone transfer in probably 4 years, and you can see, even though I didn't get it perfect, it's not a big deal. You just click the back button and select a different option if it doesn't work for you the first try.